Part 2. Lola, the journey back to me. After the storm of shame and sorrow comes a quiet. Not the quiet of peace, but the one before a soul decides, will I stay broken or will I rise, healed? In the beating heart of Lagos, where horns scream by day and silence crouches by night, a young woman named Lola hid behind shadows. The bandages were off, but inside, her soul still bled like a wound touched too soon. The quiet rebuilding. Lola deleted all her pictures from social media. She wore oversized hoodies like a shield, sunglasses even indoors, as if darkness could protect her from herself. She avoided mirrors like plague. Every time she closed her eyes, a memory came of a little girl, bright-eyed, hopeful, dancing in the rain in Mushin. Her true self. How do I become her again? She whispered one morning, voice fragile as harmattan leaves. That morning, Lami walked in, holding an envelope like a secret. Lola, she said softly, I signed you up for a retreat. It's called Return to Her, for women who've forgotten who they are. Lola blinked, hesitated, then sighed. Make we try am. Nothing there to lose again. The women at the retreat. In the calm belly of Ogun State, where palm trees sway like dancers and silence carries healing, the retreat waited. There, women gathered, not just in body, but in stories. One bore scars from fire. Another had alopecia, her head bald and bold. One once crowned Queen of Beauty now sat in a wheelchair, but her eyes still sparkled like royalty. They all had one thing in common. They had been broken by beauty's knife. That night, under a canopy of stars, the host, an elderly woman with silver locks and a voice like river song, stood. God know they create leftover. He only they create masterpiece. But the world they sell insecurity, and heaven they cry when you reject waiting mirror show. Lola sat silent, but for the first time, her tears were not for shame, but because her pain had finally found a voice. Best know they carry mirror cry if they no recognize the face inside. A letter to herself. The retreat gave them a task. Write a letter to your younger self. Lola held the pen like it was a blade. Her hands shook. Her lips trembled. Then she began to write. Dear Lola, I'm sorry for all the times I said you weren't enough. I let the world lie to you, but God had already called you beautiful. You were never the mistake. You were always the miracle. From today, I'll protect you. I'll honor you. I'll love you. Me. And as she signed her name, something inside her cracked open, not to bleed, but to breathe. The unveiling. Back in Lagos, something shifted. One sunny morning, Lola picked up her phone. No filters, no contour, no lashes, just Lola. She took a selfie, raw, real. She stared at it, then posted it. Caption: This is me. I am not Lami. I am Lola, and I am not broken. She dropped the phone and walked away. Minutes passed, then hours, then comments came like rain. You are glowing. This is the most beautiful I've ever seen you. Thank you. I needed this today. She smiled, not because she liked her, but because for the first time, she liked herself. Person wey carry original, no dey envy copycats.
Confronting the past. Lola walked into Dr. Martin's clinic, the same place she'd once gone to erase herself. He looked up, surprised, but calm. "Doctor," she began, "you did what I asked, but what I needed was healing, not changing." He nodded slowly, his eyes weary. "Lola," he said, "we live in a world where people go borrow face to feel worthy, but I'm glad you found your truth." Later that day, she stopped at Mama Ijeoma's tailor shop. The woman looked up, then simply held her hand. "Ah, you don't come back, oh," she smiled. "Not to me, but to myself. Well done, Pikin." That evening, the sky wept soft tears. As rain kissed the rooftops, there was a knock. It was Kurede, the boy who once liked her from afar. He stood, drenched, smiling. "Lola," he began, "I saw your post, and the girl I liked, she's back." Lola chuckled softly. She no really waka go anywhere. Na shame bury ham small. He stepped closer. "Can I walk beside her this time?" She looked deep into his eyes. "Only if you promise never to ask me to be someone else again." He nodded. The twin bond restored. Months passed like healing waves. Lami and Lola co-hosted a women's event, Unfiltered Queens, in Surulere. The hall overflowed with women, bold, broken, and beautiful. When Lola took the mic, the room fell still. "I used to hate my reflection until I realized God no dey make mistake. I tried to change my face, but the real change began in my heart." The room erupted, applause, tears, laughter, whispers of healing. When one woman heals, a village breathes. The final mirror. One quiet evening, Lola stood before her mirror again. The same mirror that once judged her. She stared. No fear, no filter, just faith. Then she whispered, "I forgive you, and I see you, and I love you." And the mirror, for once, reflected not just her face, but her freedom. Moral lessons. God no dey make mistake. Every line, every feature, na design. If you pursue validation from outside, you go lose the treasure inside. Healing no dey start with medicine, but with forgiveness. True beauty no dey come from cream or knife. It dey come from truth. Until you accept yourself, the world no fit accept you finish. African proverbs. No matter how long mirror dey lie, true face go still appear. River fit travel far, but you know they forget where it starts. Person wey wear another man's skin go itch tire. Fine face wey no get peace, na borrowed beauty. Na inside broken pot, the sweetest soup they enter sometimes. We spend so much time trying to fit in that we forget we were made to stand out. Lola's journey is not just hers. It is yours. It is mine. You don't need to be perfect to be worthy. You don't need to change to be loved. You only need to return. Return to the woman you were always meant to be. Maybe you are like Lola, hiding behind filters, behind silence, behind smiles that don't reach your heart. Maybe you too have buried yourself beneath the world's opinions, afraid to be seen, afraid to be called enough. But hear this today. You were never the mistake. You were never too dark, too fat, too thin, too loud, too much, or not enough. You are not what they called you. You are not what they said when they broke you. You are the miracle fighting to breathe again. This story is not just Lola's story. It is the cry of every soul that has ever stood before a mirror and asked, "Am I worthy?" Dear sister, dear queen, yes, you are. So I ask you today, will you keep hiding or will you come home to yourself? If this story touched something deep inside you, leave a comment below that says, "I am returning to me." Share this with someone who's been silently breaking. Let this story be the balm to their bleeding soul. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because here, we don't just tell stories, we awaken destinies. Because no matter how far the river flows, it must remember its source. And no matter how long the mirror lies, the truth of your beauty will rise again.